So we're still here in the Castro at this INSCRIBE event.
You know what? Quinn is like, who needs all,
In the midst of,
I'm in the way. I'm in the way. Beautiful job.
we have people who take their time to stroll and walk around. We have people who take time to remember, and we have others who just bustle past it, not caring what it's about, or taking the time just to their own day. You know, this represents a legacy of people over 30 years. And it's not something that, for many, is taken very lightly. These kids are no stranger to this, as they have lost a teacher a few years back. So what does this mean to you? And whose name are you going to inscribe today?
Well, a dear friend of mine asked me to include some names today. Timothy Anderson and Michael Skerritt. They were together for 30 years. And so she asked me to put this, include their name. And then I'm including my dear friends, Michael Fisher, Steve Smith, Brian Baldwin, Marty and Ron. So this gives me the opportunity to honor my friends the way they should have been honored.
Thank you. You have something on your shirt that says, with some gears and everything, that says Positive Peddlers?
Positive
HIB?
Peddlers.
What is that?
Positive Peddlers is a group of cyclists, and our mission is to eliminate stigma that's associated with being HIV positive. And we do this by our positive public examples. And I serve on the board, and I'm serving my second 2-year term as membership and outreach. So I've been part of the organization since 2013, but I was introduced to Positive Peddlers in 1996 when I participated in my first AIDS life cycle, which was called at the time California AIDS Ride.
What is the AIDS life cycle, or the California AIDS Ride? What is that?
California AIDS Ride, now called AIDS Life Cycle, is a 545-mile ride from San Francisco to LA, and the funds, it's a cycling fundraiser, and the funds raised from this event supports both the LGBT Center in LA and the San Francisco AIDS Foundation in the services that they provide for people who are living with HIV and AIDS.
That's a long trip, 545 miles. How many days does it take to get down to LA?
It takes 7 days.
Wow.
And but that's the easy part. Riding 7 days.
Why would you want to ride 7 miles? I mean, 7 days to LA on a bike?
Well, because I've been HIV positive for the past 27 years. Last week marked my 27th anniversary. Because I'm still alive, this is the way I'm able to give back to the HIV and AIDS community that have been so supportive of me throughout the years. And it gives me the opportunity to be able to show the world that HIV and AIDS is no longer a death sentence. And also to inspire people who are recently diagnosed, so they understand and they know that it's not that death sentence that it was 20, 25 years ago.
So how does the ride make money?
Well, the funds that are raised, well, first of all, in order to participate in the ride, it's important that we raise $3,000 to do the ride, and that helps both foundations in raising funds for all the services.
So how long has this been going on? The California AIDS ride into the AIDS life cycle?
California AIDS Ride, I believe, began in 1995 or
Okay.
96, and then it went to AIDS Life Cycle in 2001.
Okay.
And last year, the bike ride raised over $16 million.
16 million?
16 million.
Every year it just keeps getting bigger.
It's getting
I know
bigger
when
and
I
better.
rode in it 3 cycles ago, we hit the over $14 million mark, and then last year we topped even that when I was a roadie. I missed this year, but
Well, you know, until there's a cure for AIDS, there will be a bike ride, and hopefully that cure is soon. So,
do you think there'll still be a bike ride even after cures?
yeah, I think so. I believe so because there's still the stigma that's associated with HIV and AIDS that still needs to be eliminated. And even though there is no cure, that still needs to be cured.
Let me get this. You probably just ride, really, yeah, you say you yourself about reducing stigma, but you just like to watching guys and yourself in tight bicycle sets and uniforms.
At this point, the whole spandex and everything is just kind of a blur. It's just getting from point A to point B every day. That's just part of the scenery, which is so beautiful along the way, the coast of California.
What is your most memorable experience on the life cycle?
Keep up the good work.
Last year as a roadie, I manned the Positive Peddlers tent, and there was a cyclist that came up to me and shared her story. And the story was so moving that to this day it still impacts me. As much as I'd like to share the story, it wasn't disclosed to share. This person just found the courage to share it with us. And I think that's what was really important about the tent being on AIDS Life Cycle. When I signed up to roadie for Positive Peddlers tent, I thought it was just going to be all about fun, checking out the guys in the spandex and lycra, but it became more important to me. So if anyone ever wants to be part of something that's going to be so moving and make such an impact, being part of AIDS Life Cycle would be that event. But that was the most impact that I've experienced. Even riding in 1996 and to this day, that was profound, but not as profound as the story that was shared with me.
Well, thank you. And would you tell everybody your name, if you don't mind?
My name is Greg Muhusay. I'm a long-term survivor of HIV and AIDS of 27 years, and I am visible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.